What's up, guys? I don't know, maybe some of you have heard, some of you haven't, but we killed the transmission on this pass. I'll insert right here. But missed third, normal pass, missed third. It went into third. After I missed it, I went ahead and shoved it back in third. Got home, parked it, changed my tune up, loaded that from the laptop to the truck, got back in it, went to pull out onto the road, and we have first just fine. Second, oh, it actually held. It's 50-50 for second gear. Let's see. Nope, jumped out. Same thing in third. Jumps out. Fourth. We got fourth. And we got fifth in reverse naturally, but second and third is will not go in gear no matter, like I said, second goes in every so often, third will not go in. So we're going to pull the transmission. Just got home from work, good 10-hour shift, 8-hour drive home from DC, and I'm going to attempt to pull this transmission out tonight and try to get to the bottom of it. 10 o'clock, it's dark, she's out. Drained the fluid, pulled the drive shaft, got her out of there. All right, we got her pulled, brought it over to the shop, start disassembling it, see what's wrong with it. Well, got two brass pieces laying that was stuck to the magnet. Other than that, everything looked good in the bottom case and stuff. Only thing brass in it, I'm assuming, is a synchro. There's more laying in there, so got a busted synchronizer, something. Well, based off of, looking at the shift fork pad there, I'm assuming that's what those are. And they are not where they're supposed to be. First find, if I can get it to zoom here. Pretty sure that's a crack, and that is a crack on the output shaft. Pulled the gear off. To me, that looks like rust, and I don't know how rust would get in there. The truck sits under a carport. The oil and stuff that come out of it didn't have any water in it. Reverse synchronizers, they didn't look horrible. Chewed on a little bit. That's the fresh side. Let me take this. See if I can get her to push out some. I mean, they're chewed up. About to see what the rebuild kit brings. Alright, finally got the case off. This is my pile of keepers, or not keepers, shift fork pads. The synchros themselves, I think, look decent, but as you can see, missing most of the pad completely on that one, and missing parts of the pad on that one. Let's see if there's to me, those don't look that bad. There's fourth. I mean, there's a little wire on them, but this is a 100,000 mile probably transmission for all I know. Somebody put the bronze shift pads in it. I don't know what else they've done, but come on, focus. I mean, they're flat on top, but they all look about the same. All right, thanks to a buddy of mine. He gave me a donor LT1 T56. See if we can't use this shaft. All right, people. Yeah, we figured out how to turn this light off. I think that's it. So, we have successfully swapped from the cracked shaft to the other stock shaft. I couldn't see. It's actually in better shape. You can see here that, you know, these don't have much wear on them, and then come down here to mine and you can see where the wire is, where the gears just set on there. Had to press all this apart. Got it back in. This face and stuff is off the LT1 transmission, which now I have a pile of gears. I mean, this transmission wasn't functionable, but there's a busted second gear that was in it. And I also found, maybe it's this one, I found some broken synchros and stuff. May not be that one, but yeah, one of them was split in the middle and the pads were wore off of it. But I will gladly take this as a spare. I've got a spare case now. Don't need a whole lot to make an extra backup transmission now. An extra tail shaft. I mean, technically I can just swap tail shafts from one to the other. But I need an input shaft and just whatever little things to fix this one. A rebuild kit. And I could make 2 transmissions. So Monday I will order everything that I need to put mine back together, which will be new fork pads. What else did I get? I got new fork pads. I got, I want to say, the tail bushing, maybe not. But it come out to like 200. Oh, I know what I got. I got new hardened guide pins, because these are T40s and you got to Loctite them in, and I bought some hex head ones that are hardened. New fork pads and something else. About $200 worth of stuff that I gotta call and make sure I can get before the weekend. Brad's been nice enough to let me just kind of put it all in a tote and leave it till next Saturday and pick up and put it together and go from there. It's not been bad at all. Hopefully I don't forget some little step, but I've watched like 50 YouTube videos, it seems like. But minor setbacks do happen. Don't matter how big or how small the job is, it's got to be took care of. Now, if I'd just been a random non-mechanical dude, I would have sent this thing to Kick or somebody and paid a couple $100 to ship it on a pallet, take a chance on losing it and shipping. And then they would get it, and by the time you go through all that, you would have to just about let them rebuild it. And their rebuilds, their level 1 rebuild is $2,000. Their level 2 is $2,500, and that's not replacing any parts. That's just the wear items. If you got a gear or a tooth broke or something like that, that's an additional cost. But they do cryo freeze the gears, and the transmission comes back rated for more torque. But I'm not going through all that. Their rebuild, their do-it-yourself rebuild was $500, and it comes with synchros and half the stuff that I'm going to order separate. But the thing worked fine. Had the fork pads come off, I'd still be running tickled to death with it, smooth as butter. So I don't think I need to get drastic and start upgrading stuff. Oh, the steel, yeah, that's what I'm getting to. I'm going to replace the aluminum because they do this right here. I'm going to replace that with a steel version that came out later on. I think my transmission, the tag comes back a 02 F-body or Trans Am. I don't know what I've done with the tag, but I got the tag here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, the original tag comes back as an 02 F-body, and I'm also going to paint this thing while it's apart. I am going to paint it black. Hopefully it holds up somewhat when I put it back together. These are the shift fork pads. As you can see, they are demolished. Nothing left. Let's see if one of these has one on it. There's one laying there. Oh, if I can get my fat hand to it. Let's see if I can make this work. Basically, all they do is sit on there like that, and it glides over the shift sliders. This part here, it just sits in that little trough. When you don't have those, it makes sense now, because whenever it's missing it, of course, you know, you got a bigger gap here, so it's not going to push it as far forward, which would, you know, basically not push it in gear all the way. That's why sometimes second actually had one side of the pad, and that's why I'm assuming why it would go in sometimes. But third had no pad at all, so this was just moving, and it wasn't pushing it far enough to go in gear. Other than that, all the blocker stuff looked good. I don't know if I got one readily available in here, but yeah, can't really tell on this one, but the material and stuff's still on it. And this other old transmission that I got, show you one of the blockers on it. That one don't look terrible. But a few of them had nothing left on them. That one's got part of something left on it. This is also, I think, the one that is split. Or not. I don't know. Either way. But hopefully we'll be off and running next week, and I'll pick up with another video, I guess, Friday evening, Saturday morning. Thanks for following along, guys. Like and subscribe and all that stuff, and if you want to. We'll see you on the next one.